Hello again. Think about what I said in the last one. Really, somehow, for me, in the moment, solidifies this concept of the core. Like, if you could pin it down with just one needle that doesn't fit anywhere, but does in the strangest way. Why the daughter concept is the perfect concept, or can be. Because it's someone who loves you unconditionally. And you're the silly one, but you're the one they look up to. And you're the scary one, but they know that they don't really have anything to be scared about from you. At the same time as the whole concept of fear comes about there, even if it's you telling your daughter what to be afraid of. So it's this double bound concept of domination that's not really domination, and it's playful, but it's scary the whole time, like going on a first date or whatever with somebody you really like, or being at a party and suddenly realizing you're intoxicated and you don't know how you're going to get home, or your keys are missing. It's a that anxiety feeling of anything can happen. But there's just one thing needs to happen, but I don't know what it is. But if I could decide, then it would solve this problem, and mainly it'd be that I wouldn't be here. As always, the held back thought, escape. And we've been taught so much that the concept of the daughter, the easy way to make her happy is just throw money at her and give her 5 minutes at a time to make her know that she's the most important person in the entire universe. Here's money. But yeah, but no. When you have to play together. I mean, in a sense, like if one day she's going to be a wife, but from an objective point of view, she's going to be your wife. Every every man is a son and a father, and the boy in between, and every woman is a daughter, and a mother, and a girlfriend, and just any woman in between, anyone. She could be your boss. She could be the man, uh, or the one to ruin your day, or the one to stab you in the back quicker than anybody else. And you don't have any choice but to work this out. But whose hands are it in? Is it in? If it's just playing with your daughter the rest of your life, and it's a really long sleepover, and it's like going through a haunted house 1 minute together, and then the next it's like you're playing Barbies, but you're getting married. But the love of someone's life that can't be exchanged, I think, is the concept of the daughter, which would very much equal it with a concept of deity and relationship, partnership, compassion, honesty, integrity, all these things that automatically go against themselves by there being the concept of something being so important they couldn't quite put your finger on. And navigating that balance to hold it with somebody else so that your relationship is honored above all. And why would anyone be trying to get in the middle of it and do damage unless they're planning on fixing it? Like a mean old, you come over and her dad comes to the door and runs you through the rigmarole and shit and everything he just told you that you shouldn't do, and you got to be like he already messed all that up on himself, so he doesn't really have room to talk. And if you're better than that, well, he's got you whooped. And if you're worse than that, he's got you whooped. But he ain't got nobody whooped. That's why he's got to put the front up, because you didn't have to come to the house, and she's the one that already told that you were coming. And so, how's anybody gonna beat love? But that's how you hold that apart from two places. Terrified, trying to get to each other, and you already had to have forsaken each other because there ain't no way that this is gonna possibly work out. Unless it could, but how could that be decided if the thought ever came up? But only the ground keeps coming up. And thoughts keep appearing and disappearing and evolving, but never getting anywhere. But making it that much hotter and that much more miserable. And how to be able to hold all that and still have it turned around on the other end where, okay, so how do you pass the whole integration part of a relationship, of moving in together and you getting to know each other and how you like things in each other's space and be able to accept each other automatically if you needed to accept each other apart, but there's things you didn't like about each other or parts that you couldn't see. And now you can see them, and just by being able to see them, then they can be a problem. And getting past all that where you're so like two peas in a pod and you know how things are going to go and you just like handle it and nobody can tear the relationship apart. And it's already beyond if either of you ever tried or anything could pull you apart, it would still pull you back together. And you almost become like an inseparable warrior team together and apart. And nothing's going to keep that from happening at the end of every day. Forever that you'd be together. And have kids to show for that. As more baggage. As great, as wonderful as, because that's the ultimate baggage for just meeting one time. But it could never happen if you never touched each other. And that was the worst thing that could ever happen, because it would have been perfect if that wouldn't have happened.